6 years since 2020, this bike has been stood in the dark in a barn, untouched, unloved, with a dead battery and fuel that has gone so bad it has turned to varnish. Today we finally uncover the damage and find out just how much work it's going to take to bring this old barn find back to life. Hello and welcome to ADHD Customs, where we build show cars on a minimum wage budget. Like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. You get the idea. In today's episode, we're going to be sorting out the barn find motorbike that we got from last week's video and seeing if we can get it running, sort out the fuel. We need to get this thing on the road and see if we can get it running in today's video. So, let's get into it, shall we? In last week's video, you saw me get the bike and wash off the 6 years of grime that have been sat on this bike all the years since 2020. Then we realised that the fuel was really bad and all the hoses were brittle.
3 days later.
Okay, the first thing I'm going to do here is drain the fuel out. This is a stopcock petrol thing here. This is a pipe going down to the car. If I just pull that off, then turn this on, I could drain the fuel out. Let's undo this little clamp here. Pull that to there. Okay, let's pull this pipe. Get that in place. Pull this pipe off of here. It's not going to be easy. Oh, okay, it was easy. Oh, that just completely split there. Well, that was great. Okay, let's turn this on and just drain the fuel. Nothing's coming out. Okay, we know there's fuel in the tank. I've removed that. I've switched the fuel on, but nothing is coming out. So what is going on here? It's got to be blocked, isn't it? Old manky fuel has properly glazed and blocked everything. Great. This is going to be fun. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I've got to try and drain the fuel out of this tank because the stopcock, petcock, whatever you want to call it, is blocked. And the fuel in here stinks. So, let's get the tank off and see if we can get this fuel out. I'm new to bikes, so you have to bear with me on this. Don't take the piss. How do you get the tank off a bike? Right, let's see. Oh, that came off pretty easy. So, oh God, look, this even comes with its original tool set with all the original tools in it. How cool is that? Oh, simple as that. Right, figure out how are we going to get this fuel out? Right, I've got my container here. I'm going to tip it upside down to begin with, just to see what I can get out of that hole. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! That stinks. Oh, that reeks. Wow. Wowza. Look at the colour of it. That's not boding well for the inside of his tank, is it? Wow. Come on, get out. Fuel is not meant to be that colour. I'm telling you that now. Wow. I'm going to undo this stopcock, petcock thing and have a look underneath that. Take this petcock off. Petcock. And see what is going on in this tank. Oh, that's just crumbling. Oh wow. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if that's supposed to have a filter in there, but something's just crumbled in my hand. Oh yeah, there's a filter. Oh look, that one's just falling apart as well. Oh no. Okay, so we're going to have to figure out what that is and where I buy one from. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm going to have to try and, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to maybe, I don't know if you put water in a tank to clean it out because I don't want it to rust, but it looks like it's already rusted. But this petcock it looks like it had filters here and here, and as soon as I touched they just crumbled to nothing. So I'm hoping I can just go and buy one of these already made, maybe. I'm not sure. Let's see if I can go and buy one of these. And don't want to lose these bolts. You know what? Let's put them bolts in there. That way I don't lose them. That's a good idea, Neil. That's a good idea, Neil. That's an amazing idea, Neil. Okay, let's try and clean this tank out. We're going to use some of this extra strength degreaser, engine degreaser, breakdown stuff. We're going to pour loads of this in there, swill it all around and see what comes out. See if we can get it to come out clear, although that's not clear. So wow. We'll have to get some fuel, put some petrol in there, swill it around. I'm going to have to keep doing it until it runs clear. I think that's what I'm going to have to do, if it ever runs clear. It's all part of the fun, isn't it? Wow, I can't believe that. Okay, now we've got the tank off. Let's have a little look at the stuff we can see better now. Spark plug wire there. Just got to figure out how these bikes work. That's going up to what looks like a coil. That looks like the coil. Obviously the carb is there. That is a breather pipe for the fuel, for the carb, I think. Yep, goes nowhere. Okay. We've got the battery terminals. You've got a fuse box here. It's pretty basic, really. A few connectors. So we've got a new carb to go on there. That's the airbox there. So I might remove the airbox, stick a cone filter on this, and put the new carb on anyway, just to run it. It's a nice new carb. This is probably all clogged up with all of that horrible stuff in that. So yeah, I'm still need to get a battery for this, but this looks like it's going to be the main problem right now. I need to get this clean. So let's get some fuel, get some petrol, and see if we can get this tank clean. And I need to go and figure out if I can find one of these petcocks or something that's got the filters in, because that's not going to work, is it?
Much later.
Okay, it's now been a week since I drained all that fuel out of here, and I've come back to the tank, and what I found is, I don't know if you can hear it, inside seems to be dried rust particles now. I'm trying to get as much out as I can, put it that way, see if you can see me come out. Come on, get out. Trying to get it out the hole. Right, what we're going to do is, I've now got a tank full of fuel, and we're going to give it a swill around and drain it out. See if we can make it run clear. Fingers crossed. Right, let's get some petrol in here. It's going to be awkward. Let's get this cap on and give it a good swill around. Let's clean fuel swilled around inside. Let's get this off. See what colour. See what comes out. Let's see what colour this is. You know what? That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. Look at that. That ain't bad. You know what? I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Usually when people get a new bike or a new car or anything like that, they need to know its history. So what you should do is you should head over to Vehicle Store. On Vehicle Store, you can check out the whole history of a vehicle. They give it like a up to 100 rating, depending on, you know, how good the car is. You can check for previous finance, you can check if it's been stolen, you can check all the normal stuff that you can check on these sites. You know the sites I'm talking about. Vehicle Score is, I reckon, is the best one. Okay, so go and check out any vehicles you've got. If you're looking to buy a vehicle, go and check out Vehicle Score. You can check out its history, like I've just said. If it's been in a crash, you can check out anything you need to know about a vehicle before you buy it and get stung on a lemon. You can go and check them out on Vehicle Score. Okay, so do not forget to do that. Go and check out your car on Vehicle Score before you buy it, or even a bike. I don't know if they do bikes, but I know they do cars, so go and do that. Because if you don't, you're a mug. Okay, we got some new bits. This is the old petcock fuel tap, whatever you want to call it. As you can see, the filter's all just crumbled. It's ruined. It's dead. It was blocked. Nothing was coming out. Well, now we have a new one. See, this one comes out that way, and that one goes that way, but it makes no difference once it's on. Yeah, new filters there and there, brand new, fresh, all good to go. That's one thing. The second thing is new fuel hose. That one just snapped off, as you saw. This is all lovely and new. It's the correct size. There we go, fuel hose. And we have a brand new battery, because the old one was 6 years old. It wouldn't charge, it was dead. Brand spanking new battery. And also we have a brand new carb, which came with the bike, ready to go on. So let's get this on, shall we? The carb that's on the bike at the minute has TPS, throttle position sensor. I've been told and I've heard that you don't need it, so you can put this carb on, because you can't seem to buy carbs with that on anymore. So for this bike, you get this carb, you bolt it on, and it works. So let's get started. So let's put the new fuel tap in. Give that a good clean up first. Doesn't seem too bad, to be honest. It's got its own O-ring built in there, so it should, just a case of putting it in and bolting it down, screwing it down. There we go, new fuel tap is now on, looking good.
A few moments later.
Okay, I've just completely knocked over the bucket. With all that fuel in, it's gone everywhere, it's on everything. Great. Right in the workshop. That's a great start, isn't it? Oh, God. Right, the first thing I'm going to have to do here, I think, to get to the carb, to get it off, I've got to undo these cables and everything yet. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is get this airbox off, out the way. I think it's just that bolt there, and I'll have a look for any more. Get this airbox out the way. That'll give me a lot more room to get the carb out. Okay, I've got everything unplugged from this. I had to unbolt the battery support and everything in the end to get this airbox to be released. I had to pull lots of pipes off of it. But I still can't figure it out. How the hell you're meant to get it out of the frame? How does this airbox actually come out? There's no hole big enough for it to come out of. I don't understand. What the hell? Well, I'm going to have to struggle on with this and figure out how the hell you get this airbox out.
A few moments later.
Okay. We've finally got the airbox out. I had to bend these tabs up and then just try and force it out of this hole here. Right, now, let's get this carb all dismantled. Take the accelerator cable out, which is that one. Take some lines off there. I think that's the choke. Yeah, we'll get that off. Okay, let's get this carb done. Okay, we finally got the carb off. There's a few little bits I'm probably not going to need. This is the accelerator cable. I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that. This is the choke, which goes up to here, but the other carb has a built-in choke that you just pull here, so I'm not really going to need that, so that can be taped out the way or something's done with. TPS sensor plug here. I'm not going to need that anymore. There's a lot of, I've got the breather pipe here. There's a lot of other breathers. You've got this thing here that's got like breather pipes coming off of it. I'm not too sure what that does, if I'm honest. I'm not sure what that is. It seems to go into the block there. But, right, let's try and get this new carb on.
A few moments later.
Okay, I've just spilled fuel on my crutch. And I thought, oh, you know, it came out of the carb. I thought, I'll be fine, it'll just dry out. But no, my penis is burning. In fact, my bollocks are burning. Fuck. It would be.
One pair of pants later.
Okay, we got the new carb fitted and installed on there. That breather pipe, whatever it is, has gone back on, that vacuum line. I've got the accelerator thing back on and working. On the new carb, it came with a choke built into the side, but what I realised was I could just unbolt that and the choke of my original bike bolts straight in. So I've actually got my proper choke working on the bike as well. So what I now need to do is get the airbox back in. I wanted to fit a cone filter, but this has a pair valve on the front, and right now I don't have a cone filter, and I need this pair valve working. So I'm going to put the original airbox back on for now, and then I think it's just to sort out the fuel lines, get it wired up, and then put the battery on and maybe see if we can start this thing. But let's get that airbox back in. That was a nightmare to get out of here. Let's see how I can get it back in. We now have the battery casing or holder, whatever you want to call it, is back on. Airbox is back on. All pipes are now back on and plugged in. New carb is on. Now, let's get his tank on, back on the bike, wire up the fuel line to the fuel valve. And then we can stick a battery on. We'll put some fuel in, stick a battery on it, and then I think we can see if it starts. I can't think of anything else it needs doing. Fingers crossed. Fuel line is on. Alright. Let's get some fuel in it, see if it leaks. There we go. Can't see nothing dripping. Alright, let's open the fuel tap and see what happens. There's no leaks. There's nothing leaking out. Right, let's get the battery on and see what happens. Right, it's time. See if the ignition comes on. See what happens. Okay, here we go. We got ignition, the lights. What's going on? Oh, headlight just came on. We have lights, we have power. Okay. What's that button do? Is that the horn? Does the horn not work? What's that button do? Oh, that's the horn. That made me bloody jump. Okay, I can switch the lights and stuff. Indicators? Yeah, we got indicators working. That indicator? Yes. Here we go. Choose what happens. See if it starts. Like I've already said, I've not set the carb up at all. I've just bolted it on as it came, so it might need setting up, but let's just see what happens. Right, moment of truth. Will this start and run? I doubt it. I'm thinking there's no way. It might splutter and stuff, but you know, the carb needs setting up and stuff. But let's just see what happens. Here we go. That was on the button. What? I've got to do it again. I've got to do it again. On the button. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Right, I'm going to get it down on the road and see if it moves under its own steam.
A few moments later.
You all right, mate?
You got a new baby.
It's had a lot of work done. So it's had new tank completely drained out. That carb has been fitted to it. Brand new battery. Had to redo a lot of the lines, new fuel lines.
I see the new carb.
Yeah, new fuel lines. So yeah, I tried it a minute ago and it went a bit, but see.
Moment of truth.
That's the sound. That's the sound.
There we go.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing. That's the sound.
I even managed to wire in the original choke. Managed to get the original choke to work on the bike instead of the pull-out one on the side.
Oh yeah, yes.
Oh.
I remember this.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Oh, that, yeah. Well, there it is, people. We got this bike back up and running, brought back to its former glory, running, well, I'd say perfectly, but it might need a few tweaks on the car, but it is running and it is driving. So we need to get to customizing this bad boy. But before we do, check out what I've got in the post. Right, there we have it. The bike is running and driving perfect. But before you go, right, I have a box here. That was sent to me free of charge by the most awesome fella in the world. Okay? Yes, I'm saying it. It's bloody awesome. Okay? In this box here, I've been sent some parts for this bike. Right? And I'm going to call your name out now, mate. I just want to say it. I just want to say a big thank you. I want to say a massive thank you to Phil Johnson. You know you are, mate. You know you are. He sent me some cool parts for this bike, bobber parts. So let's check out what's probably coming up in the next video. Check this out. We've got a box here full of stuff. We've got, look at this. Can you guess what this is? It's in a really cool bag. What is that? Rag and Bone Customs. That's even cooler than my logo. Let's see what's in. Let's see what's in here. We've got. Let's have a look. Oh wow! Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, and we've even got all the hardware to make this seat work on there. You've got the springs. Look. You've got the little springs that go on the back. Under there, see what I'm saying? You've got the little springs that go on the back of the seat. We've got a rear light to go under the mud thing, the mud guard when I do it. We've got some exhaust wrap to make the exhaust look cool. We've even got, right, look in here. We've been sent these side repeaters, right? That have got, look at that. That have got these colours in, but you can also, if you want to mix and match, you can make one red or both red. You can have them as indicators or rear lights, or you've even got some smoked black ones. You've got all these different colour lenses you can use. I've got 2 sets of them. That's so cool. I've even got, check this out, right? I'm so excited. It's like Christmas. Check this out. Oh, I broke the box. Look at these. Look at these indicators. Those smoked out things. It's so cool. There's so much stuff in it. He's even sent me, right, some stainless steel cable ties and stuff for the bike. The bloke is an absolute legend. Thank you, Phil Johnson, for sending me over all this cool stuff. I cannot wait to fit it to the bike. I really can't. But yeah. Anyway, people, that is the end of the video. Cheers for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you've not subscribed, please go and do it. It really helps the channel out. And I'll be doing a lot more videos on bikes, cars, you know, my Golf, my camper, the motorbike. We'll be buying more cars like we always do. There'll be a lot of stuff going on. So don't forget to like and subscribe. It's completely free. And go check out Vehicle Score if you want to check out a vehicle before you buy it. Don't forget to do that as well. Okay, people? I'll see you in the next one.